Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Just a talking video today on my Svord. I haven't done many videos on this knife, and it's a knife I had long wanted, and I didn't buy it because I don't know. I just never dropped the hammer on it. And a little while ago, probably it'd be nearly 12 months ago now. I was looking around for them, and I found on ABF they one of the members there got me onto a seller on eBay selling them for a reasonable price, because the Svord Von Tempskys were getting quite expensive. They were like $500 Australian, and they're a brilliant knife. I think they probably are worth that sort of money. I just couldn't justify spending $500 on the knife at the time. Anyway, I got onto a seller. I think he was in New Zealand. I actually think he was a New Zealand seller, because they are made in New Zealand. Well, anyway, I ended up buying it and retailed for just on $300 Aussie for the knife. Anyway, which is a really good value for this caliber of knife. And so I bought it, and finally got into the brotherhood of the Von Tempsky Bowie. And so, yeah, I ended up buying one, and I'm glad I did. And this video is just about just an appreciation video of this fantastic, iconic knife. I've always been a fan of big knives, and this is a beast. It is a big knife. I make no apologies about that. It's probably in my eyes, it's a pure user, and a bit of an ugly user too. A lot of people say it's beautiful too, which it probably is a little bit, but yeah, it's a big brute of a knife, and that's why I bought it. I haven't really done much with it, but I did buy to use it. I just haven't. Life's got in the way. Flint and Steel's caught me, and yeah, I've dedicated a lot of time to it. But I will eventually get around to flogging the absolute hell out of this knife, because it is a user. Really good steel, 10, 15, and 20 steel. Full 7 mil spine. I made sure that I got onto a seller that did it, because they did vary the spines. My old man actually has one of these as well, and it only had a 5 mil spine. So yeah, I would have been disappointed if it didn't have the full 7 mil spine. Full tang. One thing with these knives, I would suggest do something with the handles, because they've only got the rosewood handles, slabs, and they do transfer a lot of vibration through when you're chopping, heavy chopping. They do transfer a lot of vibration through the handle. So I've camo formed it, and it's fantastic now. Not that I've done a lot of chopping with it, but I have used my old man's, and he did exactly the same thing. And I think you need to put camo form or some sort of cushioning on the handle there to give it a lot of cushioning effect there. And especially with my size hands, I need to thicken the handle up a bit, and that's with the camo form, it does thicken it up a bit. But there's a knife. I hope it's coming in frame there. Yeah, it is. It is a fantastic example of the Bowie full S guard, solid guard. This is the sort of knife that you would carry out into the bush if it was your only big knife that you're going to do all things with. This is the sort of knife that you'd carry in a shit hits the fan sort of situation. Yeah, it's a do everything sort of knife, master of none sort of type of thing. And that's what Von Tempsky, the bloke who designed it for in the 1860s, this has got a rich history about the knife. He designed it as a do anything knife, a fighting knife, a chopper, do everything sort of knife, and that was what it was designed for. So yeah, the 15N, that's the one thing too. This high carbon steel will rust, so I put ballistol on it, and it does have that's the one thing you have to make sure you constantly worry about rusting with these knives. So yeah, I've covered it liberally in ballistol. You can't see it, but it actually leaves a film on the blade. So yeah, I've never had an issue with rusting because I've continually put ballistol on it and on the guard over the whole knife. So yeah, and I'll reapply it when I take it back inside. But I just wanted to show, because this is a fun knife that I bought. For me, it just gives me pleasure to own it. Yeah, who needs a knife like this, really? But it was a want, so that's why I bought it. But it's a fantastic piece. Just have a look at it. It's beautiful in that way. I like the temper lines. They obviously soften the spine up so that it gives it really good durability. Yeah, fit and finish on it's pretty good. It's a bit rough here. That's my only criticism about the fit and finish. It did look like it was a little bit finished off with a grinder, but other than that, it's got that old world rustic appearance about the knife. But yeah, other than that, it's a fantastic piece. Really got a rich history about it. Yeah, if you can get onto them for a reasonable price, the Svord Von Tempsky knife, Von Tempsky Bowie, yeah, fantastic piece. I would have loved to have been able to buy all of them. Like there's this one, and then I think it's the Arkansas toothpick. It's the double-sided one, and then they have the single-sided version as well. There's 3 of them, but yeah, they all run about $300 each. So yeah, I just couldn't justify having $1,000 worth of the 3 knives. So yeah, my old man actually has the single-edged version of the Arkansas as well. But yeah, I never jumped on them when they were at reasonable prices. I wish I'd had all 3, but yeah, I would have loved to have had all 3, but yeah, I just never did. But I'm glad I got this one. Between this and my Sinclair Custom would be the 2 knives that I would, if I had to pick my 2 users, that'd be that. And then I had my Tops Power Eagle would be the 3rd big knife. That'd be the 3 knives that I'd have on me. And that's like, I know that's overkill. That's 3 really big blades. But yeah, they're my three knives that would do me for the rest of my life. But yeah, thankfully I never have to worry about being down to 3. But yeah, this video is about this knife, and I just wanted to show it off because I haven't done a show and tell about this one for a while, and yeah, I just wanted to show it off. Good look around the knife. It is a big burly beast of a knife. It's a fantastic 11. This is just off the top of my head. I think 11-inch blade or 11.5-inch blade. I should have measured it before I came out, but I didn't. Yeah, 11-inch blade. Yeah, 7mm spine thickness, that is measured. Heft to it. It's got a good heft. Fits my extra large hands, XXL. I actually wear double XL gloves, so yeah, with plenty of room left over. Clip point. Don't normally like a clip point. That's one thing I don't like about it, but I can live with that Svord logo there. These are made in New Zealand. As I said, 15N20 steel. The older ones are made in L6 steel. So yeah, tough high carbon steel. Really, really tough steel. Good steel. Comes with a convex edge. Really nice. Nice leather sheath. I didn't like it at first, but it has grown on me. I was going to get a Kydex one made up, but I looked at it and they were almost $200, or was over $200 for a Kydex sheath. So yeah, that would turn my $300 knife into a $500 knife. So yeah, I never did. I just stuck with the leather sheath. It suits the knife. It's not too bad. The only thing is, it does, if you hear it, it does scrape on that bolt. The retention strap does there, and it does leave a mark on the blade. But other than that, it's yeah, it's not a bad sheath. It's it does what it has to do, and it's yeah, it works. But yeah, it's okay. But yeah, I probably would have liked a better sheath. I may end up making one myself at some stage. But yeah, just a bit of a ramble and a bit of a gush about that knife. It's probably yeah, one of my favourite big knives. Like it's just such a talking piece and fantastic big knife. You know, like it's just fantastic. That's the Svord Von Tempsky Bowie. There it is. One last look at it. Anyway, thanks for watching.